Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today I'm going to be running some more T4 Abyss. I haven't actually been recording some videos in quite a while. The way I do my videos is that I make a lot of videos at a time and then I schedule them. So you probably won't have noticed any difference in the upload schedule, but it's actually been quite a few days since I even played EVE Online at all. It's because I was actually in England. I was visiting England. I was there for a few days, so you know, I want to go on my holiday where it's not really so appropriate to, play video games. You're gonna visit friends and family. You don't want to play games. You want to enjoy the people, not the games. The games are for later. So I actually just came back from the gym. I work out a lot at the gym. I'm feeling very pumped now, and I really feel like just doing some more Abyss. You can see here, as per usual, in Gita. About to go jump into T4 Abyss. I'm thinking of maybe doing a bit more T5 soon. I just happen to be in Gita, and I can't be bothered to do T5 right now. So I'll just start off with the T4s. I'll maybe get back to some T5s later. You can see here, ISK is not so big, not so large. Has a lot to. I've got these abyssal traces. What was I doing here? I had this I clicked the wrong filter. So you see here, wallet 59mm. I think it's quite low. It's been a lot bigger than that because I remember my recent purchase. My most recent one was actually the skill books. The skill books were a bunch of freighters and jump freighter skill books. Because I'm my character is based around Highsec. I do sometimes do things in low sec, and I've actually got plans to do things in low sec. In fact, I do have big plans. You'll see them soon in due time when the video for that comes out. But in the meantime, I'm going to be doing stuff in Highsec, and the thing is, I spend a lot of time in Highsec, as you guys know already, so I want to be able to fly everything I can fly in Highsec, and that includes freighters, and those are actually the skill books that are the most expensive out of all the ships you can get in Highsec. Or maybe there are some off ones, but at least they were the bigger ones I left for later because I bought the cheap ones first, and then I just left the expensive ones for last because they're obviously going to take longer to get. I've got a bit of a skilling spree over here. I was got the good old skilling spree, and the jump freighter skill book cost quite a lot. Actually, I don't plan on getting a jump freighter anytime soon, but eventually, hopefully, I'll be getting a jump freighter one day, or at least be able to fly one. I've got the skills injected, and now I'm at the point where I've got every single skill injected you need for flying the ships in Highsec. So I can get it, but I've not trained every single ship. So you can see here, I'm doing a bit of jump drive calibration. I need that for one of the freighters, I think, or some other kind of ship, and getting a bit of the training up a bit of the precursor skills as well, because it's something that annoys me. Precursor skills have not existed for a whole long. I mean, it's 2018, so it is quite a long time for some people. But in the lifespan of EVE, this existed for 20 years. Precursor skills are still quite recent, and in fact, they are something that I need to train up because I've never really had any opportunity to train them before until now, because I've trained most of the essential skills, because my priority was to get good skills in the Empire ships, so Amar, Caldari, Galente. Then I wanted to keep the precursor stuff for later, because I want to get all the standard stuff first. And actually, now that I think about it, I do not have all the ISK actually, or I've not got all the skills of the ships I can fly in Highsec, because the Eden Comp ships actually came out. Oh, there's even more skills to train for me, but they're ridiculously expensive and they're so crap. The Eden Comp ships are absolute dog crap. Really bad ships, really expensive for the skill books. The ship themselves don't cost that much, but it's just you need to train a whole new line of skills for ships that are just so bad, and it annoys me a lot because I have now more skills to train because I really want to get all the skills I need in Highsec to be done, but those are going to be put on hold. Also, I just thought about it. I have got a few speaking of precursor stuff, I've not actually Triglavian stuff. I've not actually got injected the small disintegrated specializations because they cost so much. But I actually will soon, because their prices have gone down quite a lot since they came out. The small disintegrator specialization is what you use for the Tech 2 Triglavian disintegrator guns. Those ones that Triglavians have. We've got kind of dangerous Triglavians on grid right now. Some starvings. Let's just go for the anchorings first, because there's only 2 anchorings. Then when we get the anchorings, we'll go for the starvings, because I don't want it to be starved to death. Starved of my capacitor. No. Okay, go to this extraction node. So the thing is, the small disintegrated specialization, initially when it came out, I think it was like a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago, it went for crazy prices. It was like 700, I think, half a bill. Now it goes for like 190 mil or something like that, so it's gone down quite a bit, even 170 maybe at some point. Like it's fluctuating, but it's gone down quite a bit. So in due time I will buy them, but that's not only the reason I want to buy them, the small disintegrated specialization in particular. Like there's also medium and large disintegrated specialization. Those are actually cheaper, in fact, than the small one. But the reason the small disintegrated specialization is particularly interesting for me is that I need the Tech 2 Triglavian guns to be able to be effective in a Nurgle, or very effective in Triglavian ships in general, because Tech 2 guns, you want to have them because you get the Tech 2 ammo that is very effective compared to the other ones, and in general you just do a lot more damage with the Tech 2 guns. So that's important for me, and the reason it's important for me to be very effective in the Triglavian ships, or the small Triglavian ships in particular, is because I actually plan to run these burner missions. These burner missions, if you guys do not know what burner missions are, they are actually like L4 missions. So those L4 missions I talk about a lot. I talk about how L4 missions are really easy, or they're like quite a relaxing activity. The burner missions are missions that have a probability of like getting, when you like browse for L4 missions, you go to an agent, you say, request a mission, then sometimes you can get a burner mission, and these are complete opposite of relaxing. They're like very intense, like 1v1s with these really powerful NPCs. And the thing is, Nurgles, I watched this video by I can't remember what his name was, but there was this very good YouTuber. He made a video about using 2 Nurgles, and they were relatively cheap, like 300 mil or I think like high 200s, and if you have 2 of them, then they can actually get through these burner missions very easily. To actually run burner missions normally, you would have very like expensive ships, like a lot. You have like 10 ships, because there are many different types of burner missions. So you'd have like a particular ship that's very effective in each type, because each burner mission is slightly different. So like there's one that is maybe like has like the enemy ship has very powerful webs or something. Like they've got like they're very specific, the missions. So they will actually require specific ships or specific fits and specific ships. The thing is, that's if you want to do them solo. If you want to do them solo, you need to have very hyper specialized ships specifically to be able to do the mission, because that's how difficult burners are. The thing is, Nurgles are very strong ships, and if you have 2 of them, you're going to be just chewing through the burner missions, and that's what I plan to do, because I actually have a friend or like a couple of friends who I play EVE Online with, and it will be really fun to just me and them, just 2 of us, go in Nurgles, just grind through these missions, and you get crazy ISK. The income you get from the burner missions can be about like 200 million ISK an hour, so you split it by 2, you get 100 million ISK an hour. I think that's really good for a Highsec activity, especially something that will be relatively relaxing, because it is, as far as I understand, using 2 Nurgles is pretty idiot proof. Like it's not like completely like you just AFK, but it's not like as stressful as running them solo. And I think that would be really cool, because I am really like activities that are not like I do the Abyss a lot because it's just epic and you get good ISK. But the thing is, the main bad thing I don't like about the Abyss is that the Abyss has no concern for log off. So if you gotta go do real life stuff, well, sorry, you're gonna lose your ship then, and that's a bit annoying sometimes. And that's something really good with the missions in general, because the missions you can warp off, and actually burner missions are very short, so you won't be really spending much time either. I think they can like last up to 2 minutes or something, so they're quite short, a lot shorter than the Abyss side. So even if you are like doing something, it's very easy to like go away. It's not like Abyss where you're like 10-15 minutes, still stuff is going on, or you have to be at your computer, and that's something I really like. And also, it's another really good co-op activity. So, like, running Abyss sites can be very good in the like co-op sense, the frigates, but it can be quite stressful, especially in frigates when you can get wrecking shots. I talk a lot about Corroded Styranos landing the crazy wrecking shots. Well, if you're in a frigate, that's not going to work out so good for you, because if a wrecking shot lands and you're in a frigate, frigates, naturally speaking, have very low EHP. You're going to get sniped off the grid, and that is not nice, especially when you've got no way to like salvage your stuff and you can't warp off, and it's and you're probably the other guy's going gonna die as well, because you know, in the abyss you've got like, you know, you're relying on each other. You have to finish the site one way or another, otherwise you lose your ship. So that's why I think it'll be pretty cool to use 2 burner missions or 2 Nurgles doing burners, and that's something I'm thinking maybe of doing. I mean, it's not my current goal. My current goal, I'd probably say, is actually so, you know, I'm training these skills, but to actually like buy with money, it's probably to get a Barghest. I'm still not 100% sure if I should get Barghest or not, but I look forward to potentially having one, because it is an option to do blitzing, because blitzing is like not fully doing the mission, it's just doing the essential mission objective to get through these particular missions as fast as possible for maximum ISK. And apparently the Imperial and the Barghest are really good at that, and I think that the Barghest is a lot cooler than the Imperial, because I don't like the autocannon or the like projectile weapons in general. I'm got very good skills in the missile department. I've got very good skills also in gunnery, but I like missiles in general a lot more. They just feel better of a weapon system. So I'll be going for the Barghest if I do get a new mission running ship. And the Paladin obviously is good for full clears, but I want to have less, because the thing is, as well, the Paladin has problems because it is a gank target, but the Barghest likely will not be as big of a gank target because it's not as expensive. Also, the Barghest is a lot quicker. Like it'll be doing the missions very fast, so it's hard for people to like get gankers to get a good like lock in on someone. The Paladin is just sitting there in Bastion module, and it's just harvesting or like pulling in wrecks, you know, full clearing them. That is a very vulnerable position for gankers, as they can easily get to you. Like a cloaked guy, you know, like for example a buzzard, like a covert op ship, they'll be able to just you know, go to you slowly but sure, because you know, when you're cloaking you'll go very slow. So if there's like a guy cloaked, he goes very slow, and then the other people in their fleet will be able to warp directly to him. You know, like if someone is enough, you can warp to like people who are in your fleet. So if he gets to me and he's cloaked, I won't notice that, and he'll just get all his buddies to warp to him, and then they'll be at like very close range and just kill me straight away, because they're probably going to be in a bunch of catalysts. Meanwhile, the Barghest is just flying all over the place really fast. It can go like 1.4k a second, I think. So I think there'll be less gank target, or like less bigger gank target, and also it'll be doing blitzing missions, which are also pretty good. I think I've seen people on the forum say that blitzing is a bit more efficient than full clearing, but I'm not 100% sure for me, because I'm not really particularly good at either or, so probably be about the same. But maybe it'll be a little bit more, it'll be interesting to see that different side of missions, because I was kind of blitzing missions before in the Rattlesnake, but the Rattlesnake is really slow, so it is not the best for blitzing missions. It's going to like a hybrid. You kind of clear the site, but you kind of also blitz them at the same time. Like you can kill the essential battleships to get a bit more bounties, you know, but you do the mission as fast as possible. So kind of like a hybrid, but this is going to be full blitzing with this Barghest. So that's what I plan to do with that. Anyway, that's T4, not T5, because that's what I'm going to do later. T4 site done. Let's see, what did I get from that? It was, if we just go to the date here, and we get 38 mil. No, 28 mil. Ah, that sucks. 28 mil from this T4 site. Yep, hope you guys enjoyed. That was a bit of a discussion on like kind of like future goals and like, you know, the Barghest and my potential plans for burner missions, and also a bit about like my skill plan in general. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.